1,000 Al-Qaeda members in the United States.
Weird.
But for the Homeland attack, that number is based on what Al-Qaeda is saying, so they could exaggerate it. However, they did have about 1,400 in the Hamas attack, so the number is not off from what they did in the first round of attacks.
And just to piggyback on this interview, and she said it, and I looked it up, and it's true, these terrorists now have undetectable bombs that suicide vests that you could walk into an airport, walk into screening, and nothing comes up. Okay.
Woo! This one, you're going to want to stay. If you have not seen this clip, even if you have seen it, we're going to have to talk about it together. Patrick, Bet, David, the PBD Podcast, they have great discussion, and sometimes things get heated. This one's going to be Adam and Vinny. They're going straight up. And you know what? One of the biggest topics that's dividing people apart, which I'm perfectly fine with, don't get me wrong, is that funny country. And we're going to get into that. Vinny and Adam, they get into a pretty heated situation. Adam looks pretty distraught. And so we've been talking. Some people don't know how long they can last together. That's how serious this divide is. Let's get back into it. Patrick, Bet, David, PBD Podcast. Adam and Vinny getting into it. This one went viral. This one is crazy.
Zero. That the dogs, the canine sniffing bomb dogs, they're not trained on even sniffing for this type of thing. So that's why when I've been saying for how long, Pat, that this open border situation has been the #1 problem, and they did it on purpose because now to get Trump out, that's the goal. That's been the goal. Trump has been the problem since 2016. He's still a problem right now. They have to stop him, and even if the 20th comes and God willing, nothing happens, he's still the enemy. He doesn't want war. Their machine is war. You've said this many times. If you're a big pharma, Pat, and you want to sell drugs, you need sick people. The military industrial complex, their business is war. Building the tanks, getting the bullets, getting the airplanes, getting all the equipment. If we're not using them, those guys they're losing money. We need a war. And I think that's what it comes down to.
So this is what Vinny says. What could possibly be the retort to that? Or how could you possibly disagree with anything he just said? I don't even know how you could logically disagree. There's only one thing that I can think of that would make somebody, especially on the right side, disagree. There's only one country, one thing, one position, one tiny hat, one type of group of people.
Go to Adam, and then right after Adam, I want to share with you this story from Politico saying the incredible world-altering black swan events that could happen in 2025. But before I go there, Adam, your thoughts on the story?
Well, there's a lot to unpack there, so let me just go one by one real quick. Number one, welcome to daily life in Israel. Hello.
What?
The thought of 1,000 Al-Qaeda terrorists or Hamas terrorists or Hezbollah terrorists or a Houthi terrorist or Shiite terrorists just crossing your border and trying to blow things up, that is every...
What are we doing right now, bro? How did that come up? Bro, we're not talking about that country right now.
In 2025. But before I go there, Adam, your thoughts on the story?
Well, there's a lot to unpack there, so let me just go one by one real quick. Number one, welcome to daily life in Israel.
What's that got to do with me?
Hello. The thought of 1,000 Al-Qaeda terrorists or Hamas terrorists or Hezbollah terrorists or a Houthi terrorist or Shiite terrorists just crossing your border and trying to blow things up, that is every single
But wait, are they letting thousands of people? No, you can't shush me. You can't say that and say they're just letting people in. Israel doesn't have an open border policy. You cannot. You can't. You cannot say that this is Israel. Israel has a dope border that they don't let nobody come in. We let them in on purpose.
Take down the caffeine.
No, I don't take caffeine. You can't compare the two. Well, this is not an Israel thing, Adam. We have an open border on purpose because the deep state wants to kill our president. Let me
see what point he's making.
No, Vinny, go. It's all
I actually want to know where you're going. Let's see where you're going.
The point is
this is a regular day in Israel. Continue.
Yeah, this is a regular freaking day in Israel, Vinny. Every day the Mossad wakes up or the IDF wakes up and says, we have 1,000 terrorists, if not more, that are trying to kill all our people. So we're getting a little glimpse of what they deal with, not just in Israel, in any normal civilized country that is dealing with terrorists. By the way, do you know who gets killed by terrorists more than anybody? Muslims. So this isn't a Jewish thing, an American thing, or a Christian thing. This is a...
Did you think I was going to change my take and then start to care just because you're talking about a different group over there in the sand? I don't care. We're talking about America. How did we even get on this topic?
A barbaric thing that that reasonable countries, democratic countries, free countries have to deal with. The difference is we have two massive defense mechanisms called the Pacific and the Atlantic Ocean that prevent this kind of stuff. But the open borders here in America, it is a massive problem. So all I'm saying, before you so kindly interrupted, was this is a major concern. And why do you think that the Mossad and the CIA work so closely together?
Oh my God. Adam, he's about to make me crash out on him.
For one word, intelligence, national security. Hey guys, this is what's going on. Well, here's what we found. Here's what we got going on. All right. Is anybody shocked to see that terrorists might be in the country or in Canada? How many times do we see them burning the American flag?
But where,
Death to
where
America.
are you going, bro?
Where am I?
What? Even Patrick Bet-David, who is not, even Vinny's not where I need him to be. Patrick Bet, they're not where I am on the Ben Shapiro country and that. Even they're like, bro, where are you going with this? It's almost like, bro, I don't want to call beef or anything like that, but where are you going with this?
How many times do we see them burning the American flag?
But where,
Death to
where
America.
are you going, bro?
Where am I
Where
going?
are you going?
Oh, well, I was going somewhere until one of our
get
friends
there.
interrupted.
Yeah, let's get there.
No, don't do that. I don't know how long this is going to last because it's not going to last with me right now. Bro, you haven't been interrupted for like 2 minutes.
The point is this. You know how they say only the paranoid survive, but also the future looks bright?
Sure.
What do you always say, that it's 51-49?
Yep.
I don't know. I'm sort of the flip side. 51-49, future looks bright. This going back to Trump. So if I'm Trump, I'm thinking, Vinny said that he doesn't think that he should show up to inauguration. Totally disagree. What kind of show of weakness would it be not to show up to your inauguration? I think Trump has the biggest balls in politics. I think he has the greatest comeback.
Till he gets murdered.
So, Vinny, have some balls. Relax.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I think he has the biggest ball.
point of view.
Vinny, for the last time, let me talk, and then you can go and rant. I think Trump is going to show up to inauguration because that's what he does. They told him, hey, don't go play golf because you might get shot. Did he go play golf? You bet you did. They said, hey, listen, next time you go give a speech, be in that enclosed glass that we recommend that you do. And what happened the first time? A lady passed out, gets out of the glass, and gives her some water. So Trump is gonna Trump. That's what we know. Now, the biggest question I have is the Secret Service taking notice to something like Dan Bongino says? Is the Secret Service taking notice to these threats that are apparently out there? I think they will. I think they should. And I think they need to be ready for anything. But
Adam and Vinny, this is the dividing line. It's not China. It's not. I remember I used to talk about critical race theory all the time. It's not even the woke. I mean, you can argue that Adam's being woke here, but no, I'm not going to. Well, I just wouldn't use that term here, even though you could. It's not. It's not the taxation, like how much to tax. It's not. It's not transformers. It's not even healthcare. The dividing line that we saw it represented and played out here. The dividing line between people is that country. And you might want to talk about it. You might not want to talk about it. You might be tired if somebody talks about it. But you're going to have a hard time following politics without talking about it. And Adam and Vinny, we're going to keep we have not had our eyes on this for after show carnage. Obviously, that's bad. That's not a normal back and forth. That was pretty bad. I mean, guys can do that. You can make up. I hope everything's cool, but it's definitely something we're going to keep an eye on.
The next clip is ready below. Welcome to After Show Carnage.